One more stock that's actually been in focus essentially is Gensol Engineering, and not for any good reason. We've seen, there has been multiple news reports on, the funding as well as, fraud essentially that the promoters have taken at this point of time. ICAI has now decided to probe both this Gensol as well as, the BluSmart fiasco. Let's get in my colleague Agni first to tell us a little bit more about this. Agni.
So the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has set up a financial review board to look into the whole Gensol-BluSmart fiasco. Now the ICAI has taken suo motu cognizance of the whole thing that is going on, and now they are going to set up a panel of 7 to 8 members to look into the financials of both Gensol and BluSmart from as early as financial year 2023. Now the review board will be headed by Vishal Doshi of KC Mehta and Company, and the case might be referred to ICAI's disciplinary committee for potential action against the auditors if anything is found amiss. Now, to put some context to this, Gensol's statutory auditor for the period under consideration was Ahmedabad-based KC Parekh and Associate. Now, in September, they had approved a shift to Mumbai-based Suresh Surana and Associates as their auditors, and even their internal auditors who were responsible for evaluating the financial statements of the company was Talati and LLP. So these are the companies which might come under the ICAI scanner, and potential action can be taken ahead beyond this, because remember, ICAI directly comes under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs.
Well, thanks for that, Agni. But, Vikas, let me come to you, not on, Gensol, but I wanted to just talk about gold a bit, because it's crossed, the $3,500 per ounce mark. Any view that you actually have on gold as a chart? Do you think that we might see some pullback from this level, Vikas?
Look at the volatility has been pretty high over the last 10 trading sessions, where you saw us move near to 3150, 3170 levels, and then it declined by almost 5-7% near to 3,000. So from 3,000 to 3,500 was pretty swift. So now it seems that the 1 lakh number which was been there in the domestic market has been achieved through, which is a round number. So it resisted there. So some amount of volatility would be there. But with the way the bond yields and the gold prices have declined over the last 2-3 days, we believe the top has been made on an intermediate basis, unless until some major news flow comes in through. On the downside, we believe 3150, 3170, which was the previous top, now would act as a strong support area.
And Prashant, do you have a similar view on gold? Because, we've seen a lot of up moves specifically on that, and that's benefited the gold financing as the gold stocks as well, like Titan and all. Anything that you have on gold right now? Do you see that this is a good time to, just book some profits?
Yes, obviously, yes, one should try to book some profits at this point of time. But again, long-term trend will be intact on a positive side. But again, this year, there may not be some kind of 25% kind of return, which it has done last year. But it may be like 10-12% can be on the risk of geopolitical tension. So I think going forward, post 90 days of this tariff war, I think geopolitical tensions will remain very much flat. So gold will see some kind of very flat or profit booking sessions in the second half of the financial year. So overall, booking profit should be the strategy. And with respect to stocks, again, I don't recommend any stocks to which are dealing with the gold. I think because of the high volatility, a lot of stocks or a lot of companies like Kalyan Jewelers or anything, they will be booking a lot of inventory losses. So there will be some kind of pressure in the stocks as well. So I will not recommend any gold related stocks at this point of time.
Got the view, Prashant. So Prashant, Vikas, both, thank you so much for joining in and give us the views across a whole host of stocks. We'll leave it at that with you. Thanks so much for joining in though. But now for a latest on the Kashmir terror strike, we've seen Prime Minister Narendra Modi has promised the nation unimaginable action to avenge the killing of 26 tourists in Pahalgam in Kashmir. Now, he has issued a stern warning to terrorists at his first public rally in Bihar post the terror attack. Meanwhile, in Kashmir, search operations are underway to find the perpetrators. The police has announced a reward of 20 lakh rupees for information leading to the arrest of Pakistan nationals and LET terrorists Adil Hussain Thogar, Ali Bhai and Hashim Musa. NDTV's Shiv Arur is on the ground in Kashmir, and he gets us the latest on this.
An endless lineup of empty houseboats, no customers, no tourists, because they've all completely left Srinagar. They've left Kashmir, and who can really blame them? Ashwini Mehra and I arrived here in Srinagar, the capital of Jammu and Kashmir, on a virtually empty aircraft, and that's become completely a norm right now. When we arrived here at the Dal Lake a little earlier, scores of tourists who'd come here just to get a last glimpse of the lake, many of them are actually leaving now. But what you see here on the lake itself, perhaps the most iconic symbol of Srinagar itself, is this. All of these houseboats had people in them yesterday and the day before. All of these houseboats had customers who were bringing in money for Kashmir's fragile economy. The Dal Lake itself is a nerve center for what Kashmir has really been all about, as it has opened up after the abrogation of Article 370. And now this becomes that representative image. Not a houseboat, not a shikara with smiling faces from different parts of the country, but completely empty and forlorn and just sitting there on the lake.